seriously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Momento muito claro, o chroma key ele começa a dar uma zoadinha, né?
Groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Ô, vacilão.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Escudo Viking? Ah, não, uma roda. Parece escudo.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this.
No bagulho.
Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Mas então, velho.
We go this way,
Você
Alan.
faz parte
I
desse
wasn't ready
bagulho.
for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you
E
from the too
cadê meu
painful
amigo,
truth.
irmão?
Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Mano, ele certeza que ele faz parte dessa parada. O Dr. Hartman tá muito estranho comigo, entendeu?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter.
Caraca, o tamanho
This
daquele
way,
pico ali,
follow
parceiro.
me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can
Mentira,
begin
meu irmão
the
tá aberto.
journey towards your recovery.
Ó, uma bagulho de café. Café, 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 café.
Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Esse cara aí não tá muito bem, não. Ele não está muito bem, rapaziada.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, okay. Sorry.
É.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
Get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Essa aqui, ó. Tá na brisa de Noé. Olha lá.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of
The
the
next
earth.
springs.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new
Asgard?
first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Provavelmente.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Tá vendo? Ele tá nessa daí. Ele tá nessa daí.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Aí tá aí a coisa mais doida que eu já
My
ouvi na
head was
minha
clearing
vida.
up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Ih, os caras ainda tá tão chapadão.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all.
Causa todos
Taken
nós,
from
pelo
all of
amor.
us.
Nah.
Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady.
Tá, só voltar pro meu quarto. Vocês falam demais, pô. Vocês falam para um cacete. Ah, meu Deus.
Dream and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Tá vendo? Eles querem que eu escreva muito, tá ligado?
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin, Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Pode ser. Ó, tem um QR Code aqui. Será que tá pra abrir esse QR Code?
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Ele faz pinturas, mas as pinturas estão tudo viradas pro outro lado, não dá pra ver. Isso aqui é quem? Zou. Ah, o de Zouli não dá pra ver não. Quem que se chama de Zouli? Ô, Robertinho, como é que você tá, meu querido? Tá de buenas?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Poxa, tem um soro no meu bagulho, mano. É, Robert, fez o que de bom hoje?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office room from Sinclair.
Come out and face the music, Birch!
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for us, since you're so tough, Birch. Let me out of here!
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Cara, essa pintura aqui é louca, hein?
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No.
Olha essa daqui.
Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore.
Ela tinha problema no casamento, rapaziada. Vamos destrancar a mulher que tá gritando. Barry? Quem que é o Barry?
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah.
Por que você apareceu aqui do nada?
No! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't have...
Não faz nem sentido ele tá ali, né?
These
É,
were
Robert.
all the pages I
Fala
had
comigo, Robert. Me deixa no vácuo,
and
não.
more.
Sacanagem.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Caraca. Deixou o cara lá pra morrer, mano. E gostei.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out. I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Boa. Bora, Alan. É isso, o Flamengo ganha de novo? Ah. Então tá. Vai, vem logo. Eu acho que eu tenho que esperar a bolinha vir pra cá. Me esconder. É. Meu Deus. Cai.
Al, I'm here.
Ah, tá achando o quê? Eu sou jogador, viado. Sou jogador. Jogador é foda. Eu sou o jogador. Calma aí, pô. Fui pegar a garrafa de café ali. Top. Café sempre é bom. Eu sei, eu tô te vendo, meu querido.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Tá. Agora você vai pra dentro do carro.
Look at the house, Al. Look out.
Dá licença, o bagulho me travou aqui, não deixa eu passar, velho. Ah, não é por aqui. É pra ser ali. Ah, será que se eu pular eu passo? Ô, Dirt, você aí, mano. Pulei. Relaxa, eu entendi o que você quis dizer, Dirt. Pode ficar tranquilos. Como é que você tá, mano? Baixei, o de vampiro tá aqui, pô. Se quiser jogar é só falar que eu entro lá. Don't trust Emil. Não acredite em Emil. Quem que é Emil? Emil é o cara lá? Vamos sim. Vou só pegar o ponto de... O ponto de controle aqui eu já entro. Só salvar aqui o jogo. Salvar o jogo. Eu tô no Discord, entra no Discord aí. Ô, meu querido. Só pegar o ponto de controle aqui, eu já entro lá. Olha lá, ponto de controle alcançado. Agora já era.
Esse joguinho é esquisitinho, né, mano? Qual que é
É?
esse joguinho? Ele é o remasterizado?
É, do Alan Wake. Tem o que é isso aqui? Eu achei que ele tava de doce, esse maluco aí. Boa. Ah, tinha um treco aqui, ó. Quase morri por nada, é isso mesmo? Tá porra. Eita, peguei uma 12, munição, um manuscrito. Peguei tudo que eu tinha direito aqui agora, hein? Ah, porra, você saiu da onde, meu parceiro? Porra, tomei. Dois logo. Conferir em si não tem nada em volta, né? Mas é lutinho, velho. Se tem uma coisa que eu gosto de fazer aqui é lutear. Por isso que às vezes eu fico... Cara... Sem jogar RPG, porque... Tô muito Zé Lutinho. Aí eu trolei, né? Não, mas eu trolei porque eu achei que a luz estava aqui. Onde tá a lâmpada? Não tinha uma lâmpada aqui? Achei que tinha uma lâmpada ali. Voltei o R6. Então, eu tava esperando você, velho. Entrei lá no R6 lá, fiquei jogando sozinho R6. Mó tristeza. Você sumiu. Agora vai ter que esperar eu chegar no checkpoint aqui, se vira. Vai mais uns 10 aí. É rápido. Aqui tem bastante checkpoint. Tá, eu só preciso saber como é que eu subo, né? Ou desse, sei lá. Ah tá, tem escada aqui. A hora que bater o checkpoint, aí eu vou lá pro R6. Ó, já até bateu o checkpoint já. Ah, mas eu acho que eu já tô no chefão, mano. Tá me dando bastante coisa aqui, ó. Rapidão, velho. Vou terminar logo essa parte aqui. Provavelmente aqui já é o chefão já. Vou abrir, vou abrir.
Maybe. Barry. Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry, I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Coisinha rápida. Vou abrir. Maria, tá cheio de bicho. Vai ter que ser dosado não.
Hurry up, Barry. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Tá porra, fodeu. Ai, cara, que susto. Meu Deus. Meu Deus. Tem mais bicho vindo, velho. Nossa. Eita porra.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Aí fodeu.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Eu ia falar, porra, não sofreu um arranhão?
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry!
Não.
Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Barry tá se achando... Ih, caralho. Sacanagem. Ah, sacanagem, hein? Bora, Alan Wake. Pode se cansar não, meu parceiro. Aqui é proatividade. Ah, que isso? Ah, morri. É foda.
Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Mas, pô, muita sacanagem aquela parte ali. Olha lá. Eu tomei soco do negócio que não era nem bicho. Meu Deus do céu. Ah, para, nem me acertou, não me acertou não. Vem. Sacanagem. Ódio, velho. Essas... Tá bom.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Bora, moleque. Corre, meu querido. Porra. O bagulho tá acontecendo, você tá cansando, velho. Só não, mano.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
O pau quebrando, ele, ai, tô cansado. Tem coisa que você não pode se cansar, não. Tem coisa que no mínimo você tem que correr. No mínimo.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Personal one in the dark. Aqui tá safe. Eita, quase, hein? Tentei ligar o
A car
bagulho
was
lá.
driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Agora tem lanterna resistente. Primeira vez que eu vejo lanterna resistente nesse jogo. Tá, e as armas? Ninguém tem uma arma? O cara tá no meio do mato, pô. Era pra eles ter pelo menos uma arma.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Era tudo... Da hora o raio ali. Relâmpago.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Ai. Ah, eu achei que era as ideias. É claro que ia acabar a luz, é claro. Nada aqui vai me ajudar, né? Pegar a escopeta, tô apertando E.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Era assim. Tô de 12. Entendeu? Ele escala? Pelo jeito não. Sei lá, 10 horas de jogo, até agora eu não sabia que ele escalava. Tô vendo o que aconteceu com ele não. Ele caiu aqui e se lascou. Porque não vou cair ali também. Pra lá, bicho feio. Toma tiram na cara. Pô, tem mais? Caralho. Errou.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Por quê? Por que você acha? Por que você acha? Porque gente boa não foi que veio pra cá não, mano. Isso aqui parece...
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Maria. O que tá acontecendo lá em cima lá, velho? Maria.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie.
E aí, meu parceiro, você vai morrer logo ou você vai ficar falando?
Suddenly the bad guy.
Cara insensível, né?
Who wrote this crap anyway?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers.
Mas desculpa aí, deu uma coceirinha.
Succeed or even survive. He almost has to die.
É, o Danny foi nessa. Não é por nada, não. Ah, eu quero passar pela janela, porra.
The front door was locked. I could climb out through the broken window. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Meteu o
If
pé.
Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry, was Barry.
Vou pegar o café, né? Cafézinho. Ah, carro. Ajuda nós, carro. Ah, mano. Cadê? Eu vou morrer aqui, mano. Olha pra botar ali, ué. O carro zoou sozinho.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Sacanagem o carro quebrar ali sozinho. Não vou nem pegar aquele café não, só vou. Café lá.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Aí tinha um carro bem aqui, ó. Olha, uma granada atordoante. Eu vou com esse. Ah, tem a bateria ali em cima do carro. Não tinha reparado que o carro tinha bateria ali, não. Aqui é aquela lá que eu toda hora eu passo por ele? Tô dando volta em círculo, então é isso? Cadê a fazenda? Ixi, o rifle de caça. Aí tem bastante... Não, não tem tanta bala assim de Deus, não.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that. Ah!
Vou gastar munição com ninguém, não. Eu sei que muitas das vezes sobra, mas eu não vou. Uai, mas é por ali que eu tenho que ir? É, pelo jeito é. Ah, eu vou matar esses dois aqui. Vamos ter que gastar bala com eles, né? Pelo menos eu não gasto bala. É isso, eu achei que eu ia dessa pra melhor. O maluco me deu dois suripapas ali. Jurava que eu não iria resistir. Essa aqui tá trancada. Boa. Peguei um monte de coisa. Eu tenho. Eita porra. Dá pra acender isso aqui?
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn!
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Hudson.
Shut up and shoot!
Tá tocando uma prisão aí.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! You notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around?
Ah, vou ter que morrer. Me mata aí, vai.
So glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Hudson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
É bom, você tá falando já, cara. Ah, porra. Atira, caralho. Ah, o cara aqui, mano. Atira, velho. A dificuldade de atirar da moleque.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on! Yes! Here we go! Very well!
Ah, como que você acertou? Vou pedir pro Japão, entendeu, mano? Vai, caceta. Pega o bagulho. Da hora, gostei. Ah, porra.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Foi legal, foi legal, foi legal, foi legal. Curti, curti. Muito bom. Vamos ver o que temos por aqui. Kit de item atingido, tá aqui também. Na verdade eu nem usei a pistola direito, né?
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Vamos lá. Como é que tem um manuscrito meu aqui? Caraca, agora eu tenho uma luzona aqui, eu tenho um holoforte. E primeiro vai primeiro, não tem problema não. Assim, daquele treco ali.
Bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Tá dando umas pipocadas na câmera. Não sei por quê.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al? I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your
Pronto, agora tem duas pessoas falando ao mesmo tempo. O cara que não cala a boca e a TV.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Tem jeito melhor de usar o barco viking? Eu desconheço. Eita porra. Morri. Morri. Eu morri. Ah, tem pilha aqui. Ah, vou ter que fazer de novo. Só pra pular. Aí, seus palhaços. Eu quero. Cadê? Vem, mano. Tá em choque? Perdi. Tá com medinho, cara. Vai pra dentro. Pra dentro. Aqui a gente desenrola. Vá até a casa dos Andersons. Aí o cara fica ali embaixo dos trequinhos e eu fico aqui me lascando, né? É isso? Vai, abre aí. Fez forte, mano. Quase me cegou. Que isso?
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
É, os caras, os velhinhos era bom mesmo no bagulho.
Be careful, Al!
Fala de 12 tá cheia, né? Então vamos começar a usar 12. Provavelmente eu vou ter que descer. Tem mais aqui. Provavelmente eu vou ter que descer e vou ter que retirar alguém. Valeu? Tá bem, Zão? Fica de olhos abertos. Por que eu tenho que subir? A porta só abre por aqui? Caraca, mó trampo.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you? Beer Fest is almost here as well.
Aí é mó trampo, viado. Pra subir até aqui. Não,
I could
volta.
see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field.
Tinha 12 ali. Eu perdi as balas da 12. Qual que é o problema?
They had the goods.
Uma serra elétrica, né? E... parece que eu vou ter que passar por ali mesmo.
Got to be kidding me.
Aconteceu aí? Fala, Sophie Morejon. Seja bem-vinda aí, como é que você tá? Sophie Morejon. Sophie Morejon. Pô, a fazenda que eu tenho que ir, se eu não me engano, é ali, mas eu tenho que abrir a porta lá pro cara lá do outro lado. Aí atrapalha as coisas, né? Ah, deu um trequinho aqui. Tá dando esses trequinhos aqui hoje, não sei porquê. Vou ter que atirar.
Al? Is that you out
I
there,
had to
buddy?
find a key to get Barry out.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
Eu tenho uma bala, uma arma, cara. É só tirar. Não faz nem sentido.
Come on, this place is all dusty. You know I got my allergies.
Vocês concordam comigo que não faz nem sentido eu ter que precisar de uma chave pra abrir
Come on
ali?
now, open the door already.
Não, já tá aberta, calma.
Hey, let's go, man.
Tá muito nervoso, relaxa. Fica só um pouquinho mais calmo. Pô, cara estressado. Não, relaxa. Nós estamos indo. Acabei de sair daí. Tô cansado.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy
O
people.
nome da fazenda é Valhalla. Legal. Bonito até que o cenário, né?
Come on, one more gig. Let's do this thing.
Chegamos na fazenda. Provavelmente deve ter uma cutscene aqui agora.
The lights are out.
Ou não.
Guess we better check the fuse box.
Eu fui... Olha, eles têm palco aqui dentro da sala,
Power
velho.
downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power
Caraca.
downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Pegar um café? Vocês aceitam café? Café!
You know, this place looks kind of lifted. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
No kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
Inclusive, esse fica dentro do quarto de alguém. Será que isso aqui seria o quarto de hóspedes?
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's-her-face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Pronto.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
Por que não, né? Já estamos fodidos mesmo. Tomar uma beritinha.
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Ficou parecendo outra coisa isso daí, hein? Na broderagem? Na broderagem? Ficou meio estranho. Fala a verdade, não ficou meio estranho? Ficou, pô. Ih, mané. Agora eu sou um fantasma.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking, I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Okay.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Será? Eu não vi nada no chalé não. Vocês viram alguma coisa lá no chalé? Aqui não deu pra ver.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Tá, aí eu acabei escrevendo pra ela. É isso?
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Justo, caralho.
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I'd woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Tá, foi assim que começou a história, entendi.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.